start hearing. Check it. Good morning. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Nalgo. Good morning, Innocent. Good morning, Dises. Watch your get out here. Good morning, Antonio, Zach, Mark, Stanley, Farouk, Amina. Ulina corona kuguye. Winzo roza naye ndemo kuvuga Subaru STI nge inatabo satu. How are you, my people? So today I'm going to handle two things. First, I'm going to talk about the inspection we did yesterday. We actually did two pre-purchase inspections, and then I'll try to Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to For the Love of Cars. Yeah. Baby girl, you will rock with me. You will stuck with me. Chris Fitness, good morning. They don't need it in those Amuchiraba. Dance broadcasting and then you could actually keep the northern bypass. They don't need it. Deep in coffee, good morning. Is someone eating? Is he happy? Yeah? He's not? Why are you not happy? Come tell me in my ear. Good morning, Martha, Director Martha Academy. Yes. So today we are talking about the two pre-purchase inspections I did yesterday. And of course, I'm going to try and talk about the cars that, of course, go below 15 million. Yeah. Oh, now you're happy? Huh? I don't know why, dude, but I'm feeling so good, like I own a whole hood. I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today. Feel like giving me a sitter today. I make her smile, I make her laugh, laugh, laugh. I make her dance, I make her wine, wine, wine. If you feel like you know, come to me, girl. Feel like touching and dance with me, girl. I'll make you want me, make you want me, make you want me. I'll make you smile. I'll make you feel nice. After that, I'll take you to my place where we were playing, but before we play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling good, jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, polka, 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 polka. If you're feeling good, jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, polka, 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 polka. You and me, we rule the world. Come on, we're gonna make them jump. gonna make them dance. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Abayana bavuga bubi omuyana agazide mukubo baba. Chris Fitness, yesterday I did inspection for 2 people, but we actually bought 1 car. The other person, we will conclude their pre-purchase inspection on Friday. I'm going to tell you the full story. Yes, okay, munyumino kubuyimba bwange bannange nga bwe tugenda maaso omuntu ayiseewo olwaleero. Jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, booka, 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 booka. If you're feeling good, jump, 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 jump. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning once again. So, for the love of cars, yesterday I had the first person definitely came in the morning. He called me by 5, and by 6 he had put deposit on my phone. I think we never got it. It was 7:30. So I confirmed his inspection. Then the other person called me at 10. Yali yankubira nga ngamba Wednesday, but she hadn't booked. So I had that in my mind, but obato booking see so she called me and for her she wanted to do inspection at 2 p.m. So sorry, network ensumbu omuka tuindemu stabilizing emuka done my girl, jewelry, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, 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 heart. Yeah. I tell yes, I tell no, I tell baby, let's take it slow. You are my number one girl, you rule my world, my heart. Never give back, but you make me beg, you make me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? Why? But why? Rajon nimbo nimbo nimbo, Rajon nimba, Rajon ninzanze. Yeah. Good morning. So yesterday I did pre-purchase inspection for a gentleman that is a farmer like Salmin, Muliminga Salmin, and he was buying a car that would not only help him in his daily movement, but also help him with his farm. And so I had talked to him like 2 months ago, and I think initially he had about 12 to 13 million, and I told him that money wasn't enough to get a car that would be Sinjukira sent Morok as a young number that time, because normally people call you and they stop there. So when he called me at this time and he said I'm ready, he called me at the night before. Inspection. So in the morning, messages. That's when I told you guys I was going to do an inspection. So he wanted to buy a car that network. Amina Dauda wake de bulungi. Bomuyimbi yagwa. Stanley. Nga wakuba nnyo. Stanley wakuba nnyo. Forward the track, I have to ask for you. I have to ask. Good morning, Joshua. Network etusumbua, but it's going to stabilize, I'm sure. In the side is a kawimpe wale kateli network. Wewabani. Walu wanabe ngabamzali. Network ya mwembi muli mchalo. Tokema tugedi kati mwe muli mchalo. Bella Stella atizinga ngolo bw'omutwala a shoppinga bw'amala nga wevinga finish line bye nga steppinga. That's what the girl think of his shine. She thinks she give her, you know. Tell her the wallet is heavy. Kakati. So let me start talking about the pre-purchase inspection. I think the network is now stable. Adams, good morning. Nabali Mukamori Mwena, good morning. So the gentleman that bought a car, actually the car that is in the picture is a Nuwa. Ngeya Salmin Jayagala, Ngeya Antonio Jayagala. We bought a Nuwa that is on a number plate UBD. Good car. We bought it 17 million. Well, we moved around. For starters, like I tell you guys normally. Sarmina, Abe, good morning. For starters, like I normally tell you guys, if you want to buy a car used on Ugandan roads, normally Probox Succeed Muzirike. They are really good. Those cars are really good. Probox Succeed, they are normally badly driven. So it will be very hard for you to find a used one. Most of them are badly used. Most of them have had accidents. Remember, there is nobody that buys a Probox as a family car. Watch together. Nobody buys a Probox as a family car. They all buy that Probox to make it work hard. They buy a workhorse. So they'll make it carry whatever they can. They'll knock it around in bushes, hit it in ditches. You get. So that's probably one thing you need to understand. I've been saying this for quite some time. So when this gentleman finally came, I told him, but the Probox you want, because he's going Salmin yesterday the car. Finally yaguze Nuwa. Yabadde agula mmotoka yakumuyambako ku farm. Okay? And he wanted a Probox fielder and a station wagon basically. And when I talked to him, immediately when I talked to him and he described the kind of business he does, he deals in organic farming. Everything that is organic, that is rare, he does it, plus chicken and eggs. And I immediately told him, but why are you buying a Probox or a fielder when you can get a Nuwa? Okay, with the same budget, and probably the Nuwa will even be better, because a fielder at 17 ofuna model BDABD, and normally that car might not even have the value. I think it field the batetika ngabo osubira nti yanditise okitegeera. So I put it in him nemugamba somehow I think you should I think you should consider buying the Nuwa. Of course he did not like the idea that and the reason is, we all know the reason. Normally the people that I've talked to that wanted to buy vans and they ended up not buying them, it's because family normally disturbs people. Because apparently ogula van abapata niko kulabanga agenda ofuka shuttle ya family. So that was his only worry with the Nuwa. And initially when he told me that, we gave up the Nuwa idea. We gave up totally on the Nuwa idea. Okay? And Aban, no, you will sing in the evening, okay? So what happens? Oh, you can sing very low, in a very low volume. So what happens is we go, and when we go to pick up the mechanic, Nutsanga mechanic I now succeed. It was a UFV. It was a UAV Succeed. It wasn't really bad, and it wasn't bad, and I can tell you that for a person that is looking for a Succeed, it's one of the best Succeeds you will find in the market. Which take it, and I'll tell you that Succeed is in Bibande Zisinga, Bwebanga Edimu Bay Nunji, it's bad. Which take it, Bwebanga Nunji, Aguze Eabondi Asinga. So normally I don't like to go to Bibanda. So we looked at this Succeed, and then they looked to hold us for another Succeed, but which was also not bad, same price range, but that Succeed had an accident history. So ngera maso botunula uboti, the radiator was in the air, that it didn't have an AC radiator. Basically, it wasn't the car that I would even invest 10 million in as Arthur. So I told him the engine was definitely okay, the interior was okay, generally the body was okay, but the car had a very terrible accident, and the person wanted 17 million, which was too high. And even this Succeed, it was also a mechanical one. 17 million, which 17 million, which is still okay if you really need to Succeed, okay? Actually, if you want to Succeed, that Succeed is the best in the market that you can find. Okay. I think he was saying he's selling because they have something that they need to do and they need money urgently. So from there we see some wishes which were between 17 and 18 million. The first wish was a UBD, which the buyer himself did not like and the mechanic did not like. And then we went and saw another wish, which was a UBB, which was at, I think they had agreed, was it 16 million? UBB, 16 or 17, I don't remember very well. But the engine wasn't okay. So it had like a sound. Of course you can drive with that car sound, but I know when someone invests their money, I wouldn't want them to always not be settled, not be content because there is a sound in the engine. Personally, I know I would not be content. So I told him, you know what, let's leave this wish alone. So there, that gentleman got a broker that told him he had a Fielder UBA. Now, this broker, I want to tell you, this broker told this gentleman he's at Muganzi Rwaza. Muganzi Rwaza is in Chibuye. That's the Kabaka's building, okay? So he told him he's at Muganzi Rwaza. Immediately I told him, this broker, Muganzi Rwaza, it's impossible. And I told him, call the guy again and ask him, hey, where exactly are you? So he calls him again and asks him, where are you? A guy says, I'm at Muganzi Rwaza. Asks him, is the car at Muganzi Rwaza as well? And the guy says, yes, the car is parked at Muganzi Rwaza. And I tell him, let's go, because I wanted to satisfy his curiosity. A UBA Fielder at, they were telling him, 18 million. I said, let's go and see. But in my heart, I knew that we are just going there to find out what we already know. The brokers that side, Bayaye, because that's matching. And indeed, we drove up to Muganzi Rwaza, called the guy when we were in the parking, and he came on a border and he said, "Net the Morokateri one, you get now." You need to look at me while I say this. This is a trick that brokers use. A broker will tell you that a car that you have tried to find for a very long time is available. He has it. He will make you move and come to him. Okay? Akuska area. When you get to where he is, then he will tell you, Teri Wano, he is somewhere else. Then he will drive you from here, from where you found him, to another location. When you get to that location, then he will say Morokabava Jigura. Bakajigura katumsaja ajisasuda ajituti. Then he will tell you then he will start showing you other cars. Nenga ate yakusikide area kumotoka jokolachi, which he knows is not in the market. And this is something that mostly the Match India brokers do. That's why I normally don't want to go to Match India. But sometimes an offer is too good. Like when he showed me the car, it was almost new, UBA, 18 million, which is, personally, I know it's impossible. Okay? And actually, these are things I would say. I will bring them to actually confirm these things. So era bwe yampereza ne mugambo kikakasa nangamba no guy ngambye agirina. But the car wasn't there. That's why I made sure we asked that guy ochikakasa oli kumuganzirwaza ne moroka eri kumuganzirwaza. Ate when we got there, then the guy said ate moroka bajoleza wano bajoleza eri busabala. You get what I'm saying? Ngulabira ddala omuntu atetenkanya. Now normally when I see such brokers, I don't want to even waste my time. Ira we twakomye ne mugabo manyi because we hadn't seen the UBD wish. I hadn't actually even asked the price. But now when they told me the price 18 million, for me it doesn't make sense to buy a wish at 18 million, which has limited space here, the headroom, when I can actually buy a newer at a lower price. Because the UBD wish, the other person was selling at 18. Yes, the wish is a very good car and all, but for a person that is doing farming, you want your business to actually no way mujirabe twaguze nuwe fana bwetu na yeye eri ku UBD. So personally I believe, like I was telling Stanley, nani ngamba go Stanley gwali mu catering, right? Instead of buying another car at 15 million, just use the 5 million to upgrade your business, put it on another level, so that if you have been charging 1 million for an event, you charge 1.5. Then you won't even feel the fuel efficiency of that car. Okujjako ng'emmotoka oli muggula yiyo yakwevugamu. Naye bw'oba you're still buying the car for your catering business, ng'ate era you already have a car for that business, just get 1 million, emmotoka eyo gikole ebyakabi. Okay? Then brand your business. Put out some social media ads. Okitegeera. Bw'oba osobola okulanga ku bizindalo mu town centers, teekayo obulango. Abantu bategeere waliwo omufumbi w'emikolo wakabi. If you can hire a better chef, hire a better chef. Okitegeera. If you want to make uniforms, make uniforms. If you want to make your tables better, make your tables better. If you want to buy better plates, buy better plates, so that you can increase the price ng'abantu balabye the value. Simanyi oba ntegeere keka Stanley. If it were you, sijjukira bulungi linnya lya muntu ali mu catering. So no, when I was talking to this gentleman, I was telling him, in terms of the family members, abatera okolachi okutunyigira nti tetuba tubatte mu motoka. One thing I've realized that the people that get angry with us when we refuse to give them our cars, normally those guys don't even care about you. Okitegeera tebakufaako. They only care about what you can give them. I've experienced such people. Naye omuntu buli wolabanga bwakusaba ekintu n'otasobola kimuwa n'anyiiga, just know that person doesn't even like you. He taught you because he can get something from you. Okitegeera. So in terms of family, the other thing I told him, he can brand the car, giteekeko logo ya company, abagambe emmoroka si yange ya company, bwefuna obuzibu sina bwe nkisasula. So agibamiraawo. And in terms of the Nuwa can actually be partitioned at a tikka, and I think the Nuwa will definitely give him more space to put his crops than the Probox. Ka Probox kamotoko karaba bakagamba katikka, but senge morokeyo ddala erekoleddwa nga ddala ina kutikka nnyo, most of them would not be in bad condition. But you know, those Proboxes, the Japanese initially make those Proboxes to take things like woofers, TVs, not heavy stuff. They can justify na Uganda to kumusanya. If you want to be taking very heavy stuff, you should be buying lorries, not a Probox. Osegera. Abantu abatunda emigati bali badde bagula zikigege oba drone, not Proboxes. Because omuntu akwata n'ateeka ttani 2 mu Probox, n'ogisaasira. Okitegeera. So that's how we ended up buying a Nuwa. We bought it at 17 million shillings. I'm sure now he has his transfer forms already. Transfer should be done by next week. Yeah. So then along the way, you can ask me a question about that one. Then along the way, the lady came. She came with 2 of her friends. Normally, like the ladies can be. She came with 2 of her friends to help her make a decision. And now this is where the twist in the story comes. She wanted to buy a car at 15 million shillings. But she wanted to buy a Spacio new model. Let me tell you this, guys. Okujjako ng'oyagala kukyawa abantu. For you to get a Spacio new model at 15, right now, the way it stands, one thing you need to understand, Spacio is changing mu ggwanga. There is, and if they can't come, for a person that has been driving a Spacio, when they sell their Spacio, they have to upgrade their car. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. They have to upgrade their car. Huh? Now, for them to upgrade, they need about 25 million. It's very hard to find someone selling you their good Spacio, only to add 10 million to go get a better car. It's very hard, like I said, but it's very hard. Spacio zisinga 18.5, 18.5. Now this is where the twist comes, and this is why you pay pre-purchase inspection fee to me. It would be very easy for someone else that does not care about what happens to you afterwards to take you and we buy a car at 18.5, because this lady was okay buying the Spacio at 18.5. But let me tell you this, all the Spacios that are being sold at 18.5, 20 million, all of them are in US series. Okay? And immediately when you buy that car, you're going to go to the garage to start fixing stuff. You may even drive it, because they are old cars. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But I know for a fact, okay? I know for a fact that you can get a car from the bond. Can you do? I don't know. You will see where if you go.
Today is Thursday.
Yes, today is Thursday. We will see. Okay. So yeah. So let me tell you for a fact, for someone to buy a used car, a US series at 18.5, when that car is not a SUV, okay, the mathematics is poor. So I told this lady, this is what I think you should do. Now, you don't have to take my advice, but I think this is what you should do. I know you really want the Spacio. Probably the Spacio is what everyone in your circles knows as a good car. But this is what I think you should do. And this is normally what I tell everyone. I give you advice. You don't really have to take it, but I give it to you anyway. So I told this lady, yes, buying a Spacio at 18 million is okay if you really want to buy a Spacio. But at 20, 21 up to 25 million, you can get a car from the bond. The 15 million you have, even the 18, because now afterwards I realized she even had 18. So I told her that you can even deposit the 15 million in the bond and they give you a new car. You get? And because I know it's a fact, so why would you be buying a US series car? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Why would you be buying a US series used car at 18.5 million shillings? Of course, if it's not a rare special car like mine, Bobo kule maroka elimu US series million 18 no yokajo inogura sente ezo zirienda nazo namuzireke. So, good morning, Bashir. So, namukade yoka, by the way, I'm putting this disclaimer. Bobo kule maroka million 18 ngankade ngelimu US series. No yokaji entu demu yeri worth that money. Zirienda nazo na. Of course, yeah, there are cars that are worth 18. Bobo kule SUV, it might be worth it because SUVs are very, very expensive. But at 18 million, ngatoli picky. If you're not really that picky, okay? I think at 18 million you should be considering going to the bond. Of course not the 18, but you can add some money. You get a Paso, you get a Vitz. You get it? I want us to start doing the math. Normally it's mathematics, eh? Until you can get a much better car by adding like 2 million or 3 million or 5 million on together, because I know what is right. So what happened with this lady? I told her and I let her talk through it with her friend. And when I came back, she said, we have talked with my friends, and I think we have added up the numbers with what you have said, and the numbers add up to a new car. So why don't we go look at these cars? And I asked this lady, but do you have money? Because that's another thing. And she said, I still have 15. And I told her, but 15 you can't get a new car. Okujanga bagenda kuola. Abagenda okuola bagenda kuseeramu. Okitegeera. So I called the place Jens je murokeza obusuubuzi. Kuba bo batwala cash. And we could get a VITS at 20 million. Okay? If we pay cash basis, we could get a VIT at 20 million. I'm thinking even a parcel you can get izo za busubuzi. So I told this lady, I have a place where you can get a VIT, the new shape, at 20 million shillings. So why are you buying a used Spacio at 18.5? But normally you need to be honest with me. She was actually willing to buy a Spacio at 18.5. But why did you go to Itakupain into Chisanga? And she said, after to immediately to Gray Motoka. Now, I told her, let's first go look at the VITs that are there. Because Batu iti dem Murukanga Vavaji koda bata. A VIT say in the new shape. I didn't know what number it was, but we said, let's go and check it out. So I went and checked out the VITs. It was a 1.3 liter UBF. Nganyiniyo yaramude milioni 17. So I let them talk, they talk. They agreed at 16.5. Then the lady was saying, I want to give you 16 million cash. The guy said, I want 16.5. But then again, the lady didn't have the money. Okay? So the money was supposed to be picked today. But along the way, I was thinking, if the UBF guy has accepted 16.5, isn't there a chance that we can get a car that is probably in a newer number plate? Because katiboda mweze moro kempia, number plate is okay for you to consider because existing has the condition almost the same. So, and then I talked to a few brokers, and someone told me, remember this is a UBF 16.5. Someone called me, they have a UBG at 16 million. They have a UBL at 18 million. You get what I'm saying? But then you need to like listen to Arthur sometimes, because you've given him your money, or you know you're getting your money's worth. So I called the lady up and I told her, you know what? Let's give ourselves time. Let's give us and then you come for the second day, because your money covers 2 days. Because she had changed now. She had changed from the Spacio. She's willing to drive another car that could actually do the job. Because it's important that I make this call. I'm going to get back to you.
Yes, I don't want to go to Adonis class.
Why? Why don't you want to go? Hmm? You're going there? Let me make this call, guys. Kamba muting him katono katono.
Daddy, why are you laughing? Daddy, why are you laughing?
Yeah, I've unmuted you. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, Taremwa, abana ba Uber, they are looking for you. Abana ba Uber tebansobola nawe. Abana ba Uber bekaza. Abana ba Uber, hi Moses. Success Fit, good morning Arthur. Today tusaze kocha kabinyo. Stanley ya network wetu Salmin or your fellow farmer, yeah. Clip Films, Abani abakubire muraga abani nyiba zonna kati azikutte luli namusanga azina empere ku TV ngamba mutabani wange empere yagiyigirawo ewakiseka tukuyita kutimba kimuli oyo broker kye yakoze yatimbye ekimuli man naye lwakuba ebiseera emu abantu abajja okukola paper inspection tebampuliriza emakindi kati tekyetaaga kutawaana. And actually these guys know that people no longer want to come and buy cars from Machindi. They don't even want to come there. So what they do, they tell you they are in another location. So that when you find them there, now they can push you. Kati, ono broker yabadama this guy is coming alone. Nga ategese ne border, amutuze ku border, amutwale. Kati ebisere mbo boy na cash, bayinza no kubidake yo sente zo. Bosanga ababbi. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So what the brokers do, they expect you to come alone. So this guy even had a border ready to take this guy to where the car, assumably where the car, you see, where assumably the car is. Oh, help me put these things in that seat. Someone is going to sit here. Thank you. If it was me, you were telling Arthur about the catering business. Oh, Isaac, it was you, eh? Isaac, I think those are what get chengamba. Okujango ogula moroka iyo. Me, I'm just here to like the broadcast. Banange receiver. No, it wasn't me, but I remember someone asked about the thing of catering. Yes, everything. Yeah, that's okay, thank you. Dauda network tewa kunze network ebera ku Airtel. So there's definitely nothing I can do majority of the time. I can only wait for it to stabilize. So so this lady netumaliriza bwetu nga tugambye nti let's wait and see what happens because she gets offs once a week. So I'm thinking on Friday she'll have an off and then we'll do her inspection. Now I haven't yet posted the new. I have the pictures actually. We were going, I stopped this gentleman. So I have the pictures. It's just that I was very engaged yesterday and I didn't get the time to do it. But I'm going to post those pictures today. Those Uber boys are spitting fire over on TikTok. I'm going to do an interview, by the way. It might be the first attempt at the podcast. I'm going to do an interview today. It's going to be recorded. I'm going to do an interview today with the Uber guys. I'm going to do an interview with the Uber guys today and I'll record it, then I'll post it. I'll post a bit of it on TikTok and then I'll post the entire interview here on YouTube. Namba mubi manyi. Aba TikTok bayina okuvayo bajje ku YouTube. Ekira abote otufula abantu bafa ababedi. So TikTok I'll post there like 3 minutes and then I'll post for them to come to YouTube and watch the entire interview. Yeah, but I'm going to do an interview today with a lot of Uber guys. I already have 3. I had 4. Nekati omunga mugwagwa. Nagenanga he was posting on every comment telling the people where we are going to be. And surprisingly, he's my friend. I went to school with him. He was in a class below me. Now I texted him in the morning and I asked him, why were you doing that? It was clear in my video yesterday. I was telling guys, if you want to be part of the interview, call me. And for me to tell people to call me, that was my attempt at sieving out those guys that are bitter. I don't want bitter guys on my interview. So I'm going to have an interview with Uber guys that are straight. I want them to tell me where exactly. Of course, someone already told me how they make money. They don't really make money from Uber. These are special hire guys that use Uber to get class clients. Now, I'm not against them. If that's how they make money, well and good. But it's not like everyone is that cunning to start doing the same. So it's abantu abasinga when they enter Uber, they want to use the app to make money the way it's done in the US and Canada. So normally when I tell you guys Uber doesn't have money, I'm telling you to sort of cause the app no ofuna senti. Actually, it's not just one person that has confirmed. It's 2 of them that have confirmed that actually you cannot use the app alone and make money. That's what they expect. They expect that they expect ewange wali ekinya genda it's stuck kati kuba ewange waliyo omwala bwengwamwe sokoddemu kemabega ogaziwe mukawano bwoti ebadde etudde yeah. So anyway, the interview is going to happen today. Emipira nga jabikanyi. Today I've seen 2 tires burst from of lorries. Yeah, so so that was the story yesterday. Now someone today inboxed me ngayagala kumanya muloka 10 million and below. And I want to also address that now. So I'm going to do my own inspection today. Inspection yang I'll tell you the news later. Yange, I'm inspecting my own car. So right now I'm going to pick a mechanic to inspect my own car. So tomorrow, what day it's question Friday, I'll also be telling you about my inspection that I did today. That I'm going to do today. Yeah. Hi Arthur, can I get a newer at US series, maybe around 15? Yeah, you can. You can. If you're in luck, you can even probably get a UBA or right? Although you're so talking about the 2009, the 2009 is impossible. 2009, because now it's still new. Actually, it's very few people that have the 2010 newer. Abantu batono nnyo actually kati abalina nuwe yempya yo 2010 si bangi era abagina bakagigula omwaka nga gumu okitegeera so kati oyinza obutagifuna ku 15 ate teriyo ne mu US series by the way the 2009 2010 nuwe 2008 ne mu US series teriyo eri mu UBH okitegeera yeah. After Subaru Outbacks zitya and budget too. Subaru Outbacks are very good cars. Just the maintenance is a little higher than the Toyota counterparts. Never mechanical bazo babeimu, but Subarus are basically Toyotas. Yeah, I'm going to do the interview, Stanley, today, and I'll probably upload it tomorrow. I'm not going to edit it myself. I have an editor that will work on that. After I started low key, but the way you're becoming famous. Chitiwa cha Mukama, Antonio. Chitiwa cha Mukama. Hi man, I'm in Kigali currently, but coming to check on you and you help me get a good car. Thanks Darius from Kawale. I'm in a Sasha Volts. I look forward to that. Chris Fitness, give us the background of the Uber guys. So Chris Fitness, I'll say what I think is happening with Uber. The thing with Uber is Uber doesn't really make sense as Uber, the business. Okay? But Fengaba Sajja, we have the pride in us. You don't want anyone to come out and sit in Gukola. I think it's the same reason why mechanics and brokers were bitter in the beginning. So they are bitter. They don't want to admit that there's this guy. He told me he has a driver's license to drive a bus in the Gulf countries. To drive a bus, when, of course, before he told me the truth, he left Qatar. He drove buses in the World Cup, and then he told me that he left Qatar because tasobola bera Qatar na akolera million 2 nga asobola zikola mu Uber wano. Because he's a young man, aba muto kunze. I told him as a person, mugamo omanyi mu mulimu gwa Uber gwoli muteguli mu growth. Ate fenga abasajja twetaga growth. Omulimu gwa kuvuga buses ziri eri gye bali bakuwe million 2 zoga tosobola zikolera. There are chances that you would have grown. Tosobola kukolera abantu mwaka ne bakuwa million 2 all that time. Ate era you can upgrade nova ku bus eyo notandika probably a trailer and all that. Okitegeera naye wano mu Uber you don't have growth. Tewali toyina kutuuka government kati ndi rank eno mu Uber oba ndi kino. Uber is a business that you do ng'obala kiddako, which is the truth. Ne muga kati kye kyakujje Kata gwenga muto wange nkubuulira mazima wali sigadde Kata and you grow through the ranks. It's a fact. Okitegera omuntu yenna akwagaliza ekyo kye yaligambye. Then eyabadde ngamba mbu yavaayo ekkata bakiyita batya on his own yasalawo obusazi n'angamba he was laid off with a bunch of his other friends abali wana abamu abakola Uber. He was laid off. So he came to do Uber because he was laid off in Qatar, not because he chose. Kati ekyo nenkitegeera nti wanaakola Uber because talina kiddako, which is exactly what I said in my video. Uber, most people that do Uber bagikola because abatalina kiddako. So agikozesa okusobola okufuna ekikola ki, okufuna ekiddako. Kati naye n'akonfaminga nti bwe bamugoba ekkata ku mugoba driver n'abeerayo ekkata nga talina kiddako. Okitegeera. So he decided to come back to Uganda and do Uber. Okitegeera. And he says he makes good money, but he doesn't actually make good money from the app. Okay? Because from the app, I will tell you, from the Uber app, omuntu akola emitwalo ameka asatu kwana, kwezo sente 50% goes to fuel. Okay? Then there is a percentage that Uber takes. Then you have to wash the car. Then you have to buy data. Then you have to buy airtime. Okitegeera. Of course, these guys can prove me wrong today in the interview, no problem. But from the math I have, omwana wa Uber bwakola emitwalo 8, sure deal ana gali mafuta. Ontegeera. Ana gali mafuta kitegeeza asigaze emitwalo 4. Bwali ako n'agulako data, n'ayozaako emmotoka, n'agulako airtime. Ontegeera. Ogenda okwesanga omuntu akoze emitwalo 8 ayina emitwalo nga 2. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. For me, that's my argument because I've done Uber before. Now someone's going to say, "Nay, uncle, muli muchibota koze mwe bagayi zendi siri plan the kid, kolera bana bange plan the future." Yeah, actually Uber yalimu sente to the extent that I bought a Vit specifically for Uber. Nena nengula Vit yange ya milioni 10 nenkuba Uber. Uber bwe yagwamu sente Vit nenjijjawo and I bought another car. Someone is calling me. I'm going to call that person later. Let me see the number. So anyway, but I'm doing this interview. I'll do the interview today afternoon. I'm going to do the setup later on. And it will be, I know it will be a very enriching interview. It will be an educative interview to me and the guys that are going to come and be part of the interview, but also to the guys that are waiting to see the interview. Yeah, so I'll probably post it later today or tomorrow morning. Yeah, but now let me try and talk about what's the engine capacity of the Noah. The Noah is 2,000 liters, but it's VVTi. And of course it's 4-wheel, but the 4-wheel you pay a better 2-wheel most of the time until you engage the 4-wheel. Arthur, can you host for us a new shape owner 2007 as you did last year for the field tour? Munange, what happens is that most people are actually shy. It's only the people that allowed me to show their faces that I showed. But munange abantu batyokola interview. That's why normally I end up doing that's why I end up doing the reviews myself. Some people are shy, but I'll try to find that. Good morning, Mavo Gadgets. Yeah, so let me try to talk about the cars that you can get at 10 million and below. Now, for starters, you can get a RAV4, the old shape, at 10 million or below. But that's a chance. Like today, I was talking to someone. He has a RAV4, I think it's a short. Ajitunda million kumi name, but I'm thinking that person can bargain. Asoro bargaining. It's a U8T. Then there is another person who has a RAV4 which needs some work. He's selling it at 7 million. But the amount of work will probably get you at 10 again. But still the work you're going to put into that car will drive you and take you up to 10. Why? Yetaga emipira, yetaga okufuwamu, yetaga ne battery. Now kujifuwa kwa mitwalo nkaaga, emipira ja milioni ngemu ne mitwalo ngana, because they are big tires. Then ne battery ya mitwalo nga 25 still olabo ogigula miliyoni 7 ogwera mwezo sente osea soka tyaguzene etaliko byakola aba asinga. So 10 million and below. And there are those new as the old shape that are about 10, 11, 12 or stegera. So when someone actually tells you 10, 11, 12, it means they can go up to 10 and below. You can get the primo old shape, the primo old model. You can get the primo old model at the 10 million and below. You can probably get even a super, okay? But majority of them that are in the market right now are 2000 cc. That's one thing you need to understand. You can get that starlet. I think that's maroon. Yeah, you can get that starlet. Kati ya starlet mujira beri ku UAM. Like a million inga musanvu munana. Because of the number plate. Yeah. You can also get, of course, the Ipsum is sure deal. The Ipsum. And I'll tell you that majority of the cars that you're going to get at 10 million and below are not VVTi engine cars. They are EFI or carburetor. Okay? They are EFI or carburetor. I'm used to coming to this place. It's supposed to go up. Eyo 10 mugirabye gye tuyiseeko neyo Mark 2 mugiraba. You can get that Mark 2. It will have some work to be done, but you can get it at 10 and below. For you to get a Mark 2 nga teina nnyo byakola ejja kuba mu million nga 11 12 okitegeera. Then of course you can get Pajeros, izo GTI zosobola okuzifuna at that 10 million and below okitegeera. Mazdas ezo nazo mpitirivu ojja zifuna. The Nissan Serenas ojja kuzifuna okitegeera, but there are cars that I wouldn't basically recommend someone to buy. Nimolokeza million 10 and below nga ze recommending. And you can get a Chivina, what they call the Corona 190. You can get the Chikumi. You can get the Chikumi Kumi, Gaia, Nadia. Nadia, I don't want to say Nadia and never say that, because you can find someone selling a Nadia at 13 million, which I find to be very high, a very high price. Yeah. Chances are there that you can get the Alteza. Okay. Chances are there that you can get an Alteza at still 10 million or below, but they are very limited. Okay. Chances are there that you can get a Corolla like mine, but they're also limited because it's VVTi. Ne Alteza Rachichi limited, it's VVTi. Neno Mark 2, it's also VVTi. Dr. Jonathan is saying, but now how does a doctor be shy? Yeah, they are there. TV. Hello, Arthur. 12 million, which car can I get? Performance car and can be on the road for 7 hours a day. Accessing, I think basically all the cars can be on the road for 7 hours. All cars, as long as they are in good condition. The Paso, even the Paso can be on the road for 7 hours as long as you buy one that is in good condition. But at 12 million, you can get a number of Subarus. Although I wouldn't recommend you buy a Subaru because Subarus are very delicate. At 12 million, you can get the Mark 2 Grand, you can get this Mark 2, you can get the Alteza. Wanange video komera beda nga zalinga sente nyingi. Nemulaba abantu akyavuga emmotoka ayingira zebra crossing naye alaba kiri okay. You're supposed to be before the zebra crossing. But if you enter the zebra crossing with your chika, abantu batambulire wane ebigere okitegeera era mwe abali for the love of cars sagala ebintu ebyekigwagwa tubikole. There is no reason why you drive into the zebra crossing. It's like when you drive into the zebra crossing ojja tuuka mangu gy'olaga. If you're late, you're late okitegeera. 10 million ndi mukunonyeza no moloka zosobola kugula 10 million nga nzi recommending nga tezijja kutawanya okitegeera zennonya banaye 10 million and below cars G-touring it has just passed there. You can get a karibu you can get the rough old shape njogedeko sichecho. You can get a Carina. There is that car that is called a Carina. It shares spare parts with the Primo old model. You can get a Carina. Kapsewa kalango kange. Banange, I do pre-purchase inspection. If you want to buy a car and you don't want to lose money, you don't want to buy a bad car, I'm your man. I come with a mechanic and we make sure you get a good car. You pay only 400,000. And by the way, a number of you guys have been calling me and WhatsApping me and saying, so now I'm going to put a poll on the YouTube channel community tabs. You need to go and vote. I'm going to put amounts that I should charge. Fair. You can get a Corsa. I'm going to put options for you to choose from. Amounts that I want to charge. Okay? Kubanyino kuongeza amuko. Na mugenda kulonda amount jemusingo kulonda is what I will be charging next year for pre-purchase inspection. Neba mutalonde mitwalo nkaga. If the majority selects that amount, I'm not going to increase to 600,000 because no msajja nyini bambi yaguze muruka yesterday yangame naye atha njagala kudagula motoka ndala eyange ne mitwalo nkaga nga jinzobe mingi. So I'm going to put a poll in the community tabs so that you guys can go and vote and tell me how much should I charge. And trust me, for that one, you're going to vote for only 2 days. Today, 24 hours, not 2 days. You're going to vote for only 24 hours. Tomorrow, no, on Saturday, I'll be declaring how much I'll be charging for the pre-purchase inspection in 2024. So make sure you go and vote for your amount. Bobo wagira atha akole sente nyingi, gendera atho mwagira akole sente sente nyingi. Yeah. Mr. Arthur, talk about Isuzu with the Katanda, Eyabasuzi, Eyetika fruits and other plants from the village, 27 to 30 million. Yeah, 27 to 30 million, you're going to get it. It will be old, okay, and chances are high that it's going to be in UA series. It will be probably UAY, USZ. You can even get UBA and UBB if you're lucky. Okay, but because it's a commercial car, I would recommend that you make sure you have a good person to inspect it for you. And you make sure that you have a good car. Make sure you inspect properly. Difu, no kebera engine, no kebera gear, namu. Then no kebera ne frame where you. One azuzi manyo kurusa nenyo. Ochitege no kakasante aitogenda kutandika kutereza frame ngo mazogule motoke. Some people want to sell those cars after they have really damaged them. Olumu engine ojasanga namunyo nenga ate frame ajono onye. Ochitege olumu sanga engine namunyo na yosange nga ate gearbox yote kyabikola. And that's something that you may not want to get into. Here, stopping at zebra crossings gets you a traffic violation of 300,000 shillings. It should be that, imagine your son was crossing. Zebra crossing, it's safe for you to cross. Zebra crossing. Would you be happy? So normally me, whenever I'm doing something, I actually think about my sons. Yeah, what would I want someone else to do for my sons? And if it's stopping, then I'll stop. Town S Jireke Salmi. I personally, I don't find it to be a worth car for investment anymore. If you find it in below 20 million, it's not good. Yet, for you to buy a Town S at above 20 million, you can get an Elf or the Canter. So in a way, nedda Town S muzireke. Muzireke newe ba new model jireke. Teyeti kangabo osubira. Ate nga maintenance yayo, it's almost the same as the Elf or the Canter. If you were to charge 1 million shillings, I would still use your services. Banai mulire hype. Hari shafta mulire wa hype inza service yange. And by the way, you guys, yesterday, when that lady came, Spacio, I told him, you know what, when you pay me for pre-purchase inspection, you don't just pay for you to get a good car. You actually pay to get a car that is good for you. Okitegera because kati omukyala ng'ovuga buvuzi kuva wakagenda ku mulimu. Okitegera gyotagenda kutikka. For you to get a Spacio that is 1.5 liters, 1.8 liters, when you can get a car that is in UB series at 1.3 or 1.5 liters, na mpya n'obupya, it's much better. Bino ebitala bya wano nno byafudde. I don't know if I make sense, guys. So abakyala nga ogende kugula emmotoka, sometimes naddala mwena basically you when you pay Arthur for pre-purchase inspection, you're not just paying him to get you a car that is good. You're paying him to get a car that is good for you, because that's a very important thing you need to know, because you may buy a car that is good nainga si nungi kugwe. And sometimes people don't suffer with cars because the cars are bad, but because the cars are not good for them. Harishafta panisi. But some Ugandans don't know how to use zebra crossings. Imagine the light can be green and you see someone with an empty head crossing. Auntie Karim, I don't want to blame them that much. Why? Because for them, now you have made it survival for the fittest. A lot of times, the zebra crossing is supposed to be working or so they have lost respect for zebra crossings because the motorists, at Fabaga and training zebra driving schools, we don't respect the zebra crossings. So in a way I don't blame the pedestrians, because they don't get any kind of training, they don't get any kind of sensitization. You can imagine what we bitala byo ku zebra crossing eyo ebakirizo crossing, but ebyo bitalo biraba tebamanyina bikozesa. You get The Ractis is a good car. The Ractis is a good car. And it's also fuel efficient. It's a CVT. Yet ago muntu ngari careful. You need to be careful with that gearbox. If it gets a leakage, you work on it quickly. Not everyone can service your gearbox. You buy the gearbox oil yourself and stuff like that. But it's a good car. Your services aren't for everyone. Don't lower your standards. But still, you guys, I'm giving you a vote. Me, I send you the 400k before December, but I'm not pretty sure when I'll buy the car. Maybe 2029. See, William, what do you want to do to me? What do you want to do to me? You go to the community tabs and vote. Of course, next year won't be 400,000. It can't be. The budgetary standards of living are definitely high. They are high and they are getting higher, because when I started charging for the pre-purchase inspection, I'm after gari mu sente mmeka. Oshtegera. Ate ne gatuka ne gakkira ddala. Which is why I held on, but I'm after gari mu kulinnya. But also I realized that because of the sensitization I'm doing with you, the education you guys are getting on cars, you guys are actually getting sharp. Kitegeza mumanyi no gane emmotoka. Ne kugambe yo no ngani no Arthur nonzijukiza wagamba. Kati mumanyi sebo no gane emmotoka ngandabira ddala emmotoka nungi kugwe no Arthur wagamba. Okitegeera. By the way, business consultants like the ones ebinya bya wano bannange. Enda gisoma. Simanyi ono asaze kuyimiriza nze. Oba ina baabala. Ate manyi asaze kuyimiriza nze. Amina mwebale nnyo. Bannange muwulira bwe mba muvotinga mulonde emitwalo 7. Mulonde emitwalo 7. But today I'm going to do a pre-purchase inspection for myself. I'll tell you if what we are inspecting actually works out or not. I will tell you if it works or not. aha banange muwulire bwe mba mulonda bino byo ebigambo by'abana abambi bonna mubiwulire I'm doing a pre-purchase inspection for myself today. Of course mine sijaji postinga bifananya. I'll just tell you the story if it works out. Erine kuba bali mu dikola nga bali yose ne balizibira wano wankoleranze. Yeah, so guys, I hope you guys are having a good morning. Ask me the questions. Whatever questions you have, nze mbiddemu. Mbuze ne moro kansoro jifuna wansi wa milioni 10 nze kugamba obosobola bato togisobola. Atende moro kaziseyo kati mulaba Mark 2 brand eyo njirabye Mark 2 brand eri ku U80. You can probably get it between 10 and 12 million. Ochitegeera 10 and 12 10 and 12 10 and 12 ochitegeera kati mulaba MR eyo between 15 10 abwe watyawo Benz muzireke nadala MR ozo muzireke tezisinika manyi era temuziteka nga mu sente nyingi nnyo. Yesterday I got a story of someone that bought the ML at about 47 million, and in just one day it got challenges, it got faults. Amaguru geekutte. He packed it and started driving his Mark X because he had the Mark X as well. Ochimanyi nti ba brokers balya emirundi ebiri atenga batomeza as long as they get their share. That's what they care about, not think about you, that you may come back for more. Brokers, because brokers, being a broker is like for cars especially. Being a broker is like Uber. It's a transition phase. People go to broker cars because taina chiddako. Okitegeera taina chiddako. Kati abeerawo akola omulimu ogwo nga bw'alaba ekiddako era bw'afuna ekiddako toyinza musanga mbwa broker. So they don't care if you come back or not. Okitegeera abanoonya aliwo nga bw'abala kyakola ki nga bw'abala kyazzaako. So that's what brokers do actually. And once you understand that, toddamu kulumwa muntu n'aba broker. You can imagine omuntu yatuvugizisiza amafuta ne tuyita mu jjamu wa mu Australia because twavudde kitintale nakawa ne tuyita mu jjamu oyo yenna ne tugenda paka ku muganzirwaza naye nga moroka teriiwo. N'alyoka ate atugamba nti moroka eri walala. You get cost of Spacio old model. By the way, I did not say about Spacio old model. Ne Spacio old model so rojifuna milioni 10 and below. Okitegeera. It has to be like there is someone here. He's a food scientist. Twamufuna Spacio nga tayagala nunagigula. Twagifuna ku milioni 9. But I can tell you right now, you can't get a Spacio like the one he has at 9. Kitono nnyo ya milioni 12 because it was almost perfect condition. Okitegeera. Kati ebiseera ebimu bwe nnyambako abantu ofune emmoroka olumu mubanga benkakano zigula. But later on he even told me that Arthur oba yali ku broadcast na one yagamba nti his Spacio actually has even a lower mileage than some Spacios new models that have just come out of the bond. You get Kati ekirala kye nalaba ekitera okutawaanya abantu bwe butampuliriza. Naye nkugamba emmoroka eno tugiguze yeetaaga okukola kino na kino na kino naye ebyo tobikola. Kola kino na kino na kino na kino. So when that person takes the car then he realizes ono Arthur byayogera tabimanyi n'agakange n'enkola kiri na kiri byaŋŋaanya okukola. Ne bamubbirayo olumu ne boonoona n'okwonoona. Okitegeera. Because I know the things that can stop you from being on the road. So I tell you, don't do this, do that. Don't do that, do this. Okitegeera. So Spacio osobola okugifuna 10 million and below naye eba yakunoonya era ebeera ezo emmoroka liwo emmoroka eziba nga za mikisa nti muba muli awo ne bagamba banaye waliwo omukyalo ono waliwo omusajja eno atunda emmoroka mulaba ekyampanisiza emmotoka bino ebizzi bino. This is why I raised my car kati amazzi ngenda gayitamu nga RAV4. Good morning Arthur. A good pre-monga it's not for too much fixing. How much? Swatch bina. How much? Primo jibalide milioni 7. Jibalide nema. gana amazzi nga mangi wadde nagiwanise naye baba nga ngayitamu nga raavu 4 mwe amazzi nga ngayitamu nga raavu 4 ene moroka sigenda jongeza yingire milioni 23 kuba kati eneefuuse SUV kyebulako kiri kimu 4-wheel drive eyinga milioni 3 so primo gibayire milioni 7-8-9 okay, but majority of the primos in the market are 2000 liters 2000 cc, sorry, 2 liters, okay. Kibina okiswa gibalire milioni, togigule milioni ezisuka 7 ne bweba nnungi etya, it's not worth the money. So maximum you should buy kibina okiswa should be 7 million. Moroka chenda jobuza, I think it's zenkuzengu, but also I think that buying a primo, even if it's super at more than 10 million, is bad investment. Ochitegera kati ata ogulamu primo, at least ogulamu Spacio old model, it's much more. Kati okulaba nga kali akatuli maaso ako bwaba asazeewo tunayinza okatuna milioni nga 9-10. Ochitegera naye nga ata akuke bayitaka super, the Spacio that is in front of us. Let me get a little bit closer. Let me get a bit closer to that Spacio. Hakaku ka Spacio kasembe mukaraba. Now that Spacio uboji bulokaraba bukali awamu and atekali wa munti bya kulabika. Abantu abago boro ko babulabirira. So akali oyinzo kasa milioni 9-10. Olumuka yinzo kusuka muko because of how he has kept it. Oyinzo kasanga nga akasusiza because essa akola kayonjo nnyo toyina kyogenda kukola n'omusanga akatuna milioni nga 11-12. Kati ate ogula primo eri enkada, at least you buy that Spacio. You get Amina Sanji from Solutions. Amina Hari Shafter, thank you. Banaye guys, like and share the broadcast. How are you, bro? It's Khalid, sometime back, the drive to own guy. Ngasi kutegedde Khalid. You wanted to do drive to own over. Kati wano ku busozi wano, a person that knows how to drive manual wano warabira nti yayiga. Nayiga namala ekyo nakita sikidda namu. Nayiga namala. Nayiga moroka badna. Yeah. There is a follower of mine yajja nagula emoroka ya mane. Nemubuza ne emoroka ya mane ogula yaki. Ngayinzo ko yenjagala teyagivuga namu nagamba njagala gitunda ngeganye ndosanga lwagendo gisimbula ezikira. Okay, manual. You wanted the Sienta? Yes, tell me more. Paul Ntege, is there any old model Spacio that can have 7-seater? Yes. Actually, the majority of them came with 7 seats. But what happened is that abantu abamemito bajijangamu. I think when they remove the seats, they don't keep them properly. That's how Spacio zibaita zichimeza. That's how they came about. And that's how some Spacio that don't have the rear seats are. Oriya jangamu emitejo. So I've reached my destination. Ndoza ngenda basibula. Ngenda basibula. Bro, I got the car, drove it a while. I was home. My friend asked for it. I was like, pay 100K. Tell the entire story. Good morning, Joshua. How do you discover tracking devices in cars before pre-purchase? You don't. You just include yours. I don't know if I make sense. Because sometimes the trackers are even put in fuel tankers. There are those small trackers they can put in a fuel tanker. So there are chances you cannot see that. And the best thing for you to do is the tracker guy that the technician that I use can help you, because they have to do wiring definitely. So we can probably find that. Sebo. After watching Arthur's content, that's when I realized that I have never bought a good car and right amount in my entire driving life. Yee, how do you know that? Arthur, the next call I received was your car has made an accident. I nearly fainted. I lost the car, had to pay the balance, and bro, all I can tell is people should buy cars with cash money. So, but you fixed the car, right? It wasn't fixable. Naye ate naye emmotoka bw'oba ovuga emmotoka nga yabbanja bambi weewala okujazika kuba oba okyalina ebbanja ery'okusasula. Basically, I think we should not, unless your business is car hire, and under which circumstances you should have comprehensive insurance. Okitegeera, if it's not insured comprehensively, don't hire your car out. And under comprehensive insurance, you should even tell those guys that I do car for hire business. Your premium will be higher. You just have sent nyingi nnyo nenge motoka ne bwebe muntu mulala yagikozeseza akabenje, they can pay you. That's emotoka zonna ezo n'abantu abakola car hire business, they insure their cars comprehensively, so that when it gets an accident, they just go to the insurance company, get at least 80% of the value of the car and buy another car. Okitegeera. Amina Paul Tege, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Kamba soma amanya mbasibule banange nkube ku masimu ntegeke interview ya leero. Today I'm interviewing the Uber guys banange. Dises, Innocent, Nalongo's Investment, Paul Ntege the Great, Muyomba Max, Stanley Chigozi, Chairman Zach, Antonio Nimba Services, Farouk Kavuma, Lubura Chris Fitness, Deep in Coffee, Martha Academy. I think Deep in Coffee, if you deal in coffee, we should get a day. I'm starting the podcast by force. You should come and educate us about coffee, so that we get into the habit. And when we get into the habit of taking coffee, of course, katfaba for the love of cars, tuba tugula kawa wo. Ochitege ana iwaru kawa gogula no gambo bachichino. Ngamubi. Good morning, Ronald, Martha, Director Martha Academy, Nick Waboyi, Nicholas Juko, a vibe badeo man. Chris Da Vinci, Ak Vincent, Mangulano Walter, Dauda Kalule, Mugalasi Joshua, Adams, Abebo Kenya, Salmin Shagaf, Taremwa Agri, Morris, Success Fits, Clip Films, Eddie Tunes, Mwesigwa Isaac, Jerome, Talib Lusiba, Dauda Nkogedeko, Bashir Mkarazi, Bridget Kakai, Jude Kasibante, Tom Eric Serwaji, Jerome Nsukwogedeko, Goom Patrick. Please talk about Legacy before new model compared to Mark X Premium. Buy the Mark X Premium. The Subaru should be bought if you're really passionate about Subarus, because maintenance is Subaru already higher than the Mark X. I don't know why I didn't see this. Sasha Volts, Isaac Ming Makubuya, Council Patrick Asiku, abali yiganga mbale watu inayo council wafe. Hassan Waswa, Edwin Mugerwa, Mavo Gadget Center, Namutesa Rosette. Thank you for appreciating. Access News, Dr. Jonathan Chiwanuka, Mavo Gadget Center. Mzee, yingira tuogere bano basibula. Seth Kagaba, Harry Shafter, Chris Mugwanya,
These guys having a lot of
in the Moroka Nkozi yange. Hanaba Joshua, Sanji Phone Solutions, Jumia Boyfriend. Bambi, sorry about your loss. Yes, Joshua Kayemba Nkogedeko. Yes, I sold it in scrap. I couldn't fix it at all. The guy was drunk. I'm looking for money to buy another one. Sorry. have send, hey Arthur, I really want to know why the Honda CR-V is so cheap, yet I have not had any serious complaints about it from anyone. Thanks for the advice. Because most of the people that used to buy Honda CR-V buy nanga mukasente nga agula Honda CR-V to be different. Oshigira naye era no muntu alina sente emoroka emulya n'atuuka n'agana ye nfaaki. Kati ate abantu abali baddeko n'akasente teboogera nnyo bintu ebyo kuba biba bibaswaza. Oshitegeera. One Uber guy yesterday talked about you. Wetalina makulu. Todi Ronald omuntu ya 99 n'amakulu agenda baku interview yange ya Uber jingendo ko lwaliro. Segio Love Soft, Nick Wabui, William Magezi banange bagay. Like option ebula. Bambi, I'm going to try and find if I can find that. But anyway, guy, thank you very much for tomorrow is question Friday. Tomorrow is the day you ask any question you have. Yeah, tomorrow buza buli kibuzo choina ku broadcast. I'll see you tomorrow. May God bless you. Temweda bila pre-purchase inspection. Ntunda car trackers emitwalo 3.8 neka alarms emitwalo jiri emitwalo 2.5 joka. May God bless you. Ciao.